Alrighty, guys, let's just dive on into this. I'm not going to waste any time. You guys, by now, probably know about our dashboard. If not, I'll give a very, very quick update to this. Guys, we have been trading here on Trade Confident for the last about 3 years, and we have had successes, we've had failures, and the goal here is we took all of the best knowledge that we found in trading cryptocurrency as far as finding the best entries, as well as finding the best risk management strategies possible for cryptocurrency and place it into a dashboard that gives you both buy signals, sell signals, as well as risk management done for you on cryptocurrency. Before I begin, and this is going to be a very exciting overview here, I have to say this legal disclaimer, guys. I am not a financial advisor. Please, you must consult your financial advisor before you place any trades in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is very risky. And please understand that you guys are taking on your own responsibility and risk when you guys place any trades, whether it's on our platform or any platform or in crypto. Okay. Without further ado, guys, I want to just dive on in here, not make this a long video, because what I want to do is get you guys in here to just start using this, because I think you're going to find this is going to be a lot of fun. I think you're going to see that your profit is going to increase. And I actually think that you're going to see the peace on your life when it comes to trading is going to increase as well, because you're using good risk management. So let's start here, guys. When you come to the front page of tradeconfidentportal.io, which is our sister site of tradeconfident.io, you're going to see 3 badges here: Market Cycle Dashboard, Pro Trade Manager, and Portfolio Tracker. The Market Cycle Dashboard, guys, this is the dashboard that's right underneath this top section. This in and of itself, just this dashboard here, is a complete trading strategy. Note number 1. This is built for maximum profits in the market. If you're like, I want to try to time the bottom of like literally, I'll show you in a second here, the bottom of the market cycle of Bitcoin or altcoins or Ethereum, that's the goal of this indicator here. These trades are going to be trades that you hold for about 4 to 6 months. Okay. Second, Pro Trade Manager. The Pro Trade Manager right underneath that, this is designed for about 1 to 4 weeks. It's more for those of you guys who like scalping or doing types of like swing trades. Okay, you're in and out of the market a little bit faster, a little bit quicker profits. Okay, underneath that, we have a custom portfolio section, which not acts just as a portfolio, but it acts as a place where you guys can take all of your currencies. Let's say it's on Ledger, let's say it's on Kraken, let's say it's on Binance, KuCoin, whatever. Bring it all into one platform, and we will be able to actually track your profits here, as well as give you alerts when certain coins get to certain profit levels. And then last but not least, we'll talk about today is the last section, which is called the AI market analysis, where we're actually going to take the top analysts on YouTube, pull their transcripts from their YouTube videos, and give you guys full market summaries of what's going on in the market. This is going to be an awesome tutorial video, and let's just dive on in. First things first, the market cycle highs and lows. How do you trade this strategy? Well, before understanding how to trade it, why should you even trust it? Let's start there. When you guys click this little information icon, you're going to see an example here. And we do have this indicator built for TradingView. So you can actually see this indicator operating on each of these individual coins by grabbing the indicator. And real quick, if you guys click on this, you can click right here under Trading Guide, and you can actually get the TradingView indicator we have here. The reason why I'm clicking on this and showing this to you is if you click on the Trading Guide for the market cycle highs or low, or you guys click on it for the Pro Trade Manager, we are actually going to show you a tutorial video of how this indicator gives its signals. Now, why is that important? When you understand how the indicator operates, then you understand how we're actually getting the signals and how powerful these signals actually are. Staying focused here on the market cycle highs and lows. What this indicator does and what it has been able to do is predict the tops of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins, as well as the bottoms. And when I say bottoms, I'm not joking here. Literally, the cycle bottoms of Bitcoin, the last 2 cycle bottoms, it has been predicted when this indicator hit fear and max fear. So we're going to make this very simple, guys. If this metric is showing you that coins are in fear or max fear at the bottom, this is peak opportunity that they are likely to pump in the market. And again, don't take my word for it. I'm going to show you guys historical proof of verified trades here in a second. If coins are at the top, it says that these are likely to pull back, and we're not your financial advisor, but you may want to look to take some profit if it's that overheated, if it's in extreme greed or max euphoria. Okay? So let's make this simple. Let's Play a hypothetical scenario. It's Monday morning. We all wake up, myself included. We're coming to this website and we're like, okay, market cycle highs and lows. My eyes, they're going straight down here. You better believe that. I'm looking for fear and max fear. So if I'm like, okay, I want to get into IMX, Immutable X, a gaming protocol. I click on this. I've got a couple options. I can click open trading view, and this will take me to actually literally trading view. It will open up the IMX chart. And if I already have the market cycle highs and lows indicator, I can open it up on trading view and view the coin. But with this dashboard now, we know exactly where it's sitting. It's sitting in fear. But what's this other option here? We have an option called Setup Trade. So check this out. If you click Setup Trade, we are going to show you guys the risk management that we have used, the principles that we've incorporated to go 314 wins and 0 losses. There is an open ledger on our website for this. What we are doing is we are taking an unarrogant approach to trading. Many times when the market's low, you're like, I want to throw all my money in and I just think it's going to go up. That's not the best way to trade that we have found out. And I've made mistakes myself, hand in the air, okay? So what we've done here is we've said, okay, if we see a coin that's in fear, we understand there is a possibility that it could go to max fear. You guys ready for another example? Let's say there's a coin in caution. Let's say Solana's in caution and I want to get into Solana. We understand it's possible that it could go down to concern, fear, and max fear. So what we do is we take where it's currently at in the zone and we give ourselves allotments that we can enter in when it goes down each zone. So give you guys an example here. Let's use Solana. I know we're talking about IMX, but I'm going to give you guys Solana so you can just see more of these levels. So watch this. Setup trade. If we got into Solana and we said, out of our portfolio, we've got $5,000 that we can risk into this trade. Again, this is not financial advice. I must say this is entertainment purposes only. But check out what's going on here. You guys enter your allotment. And we are saying, based off risk management, a market order can be placed right now for $1,250. And you are going to save $1,250 for concerned if we hit that level, fear, and max fear. What does this do? It says, I don't know if the market has a potential to go down further, but I am in a place in caution where if I want to take advantage of upside potential, I can get some money into the market right now. Now, here's the awesome part about this, is we're not just showing you guys risk management. We are going to keep track of all of this risk management for you, as well as the profit on this trade, and issue you alerts for both, okay? So check this out. Once you place this trade on your exchange, we're going to use Coinbase for an example. You placed $1,250 as a market order on the exchange for Coinbase. Once you've done that, click, I took this trade, and watch what happens here. Once you click this, it's going to be added into what we call your My Trade section. If you pop this open, you're going to see it right at the top here. Click this open, and you're going to see the allotment that you entered the trade, the price that you entered it, and you're going to see these extra sections down here. Now, quickly, we understand that the API that we're pulling may not be the exact API price of the live price of where you entered in. So we gave you guys the opportunity to do something pretty stinking awesome. Let's say you're like, you know what? Based off where I got it on Coinbase, I entered in, it was actually like, 32. It was a little bit off. Okay, go ahead and save that because it's actually going to update with the current price. If you guys enter in on Coinbase, and let's say you aren't able to enter this in for 5 minutes later and the price moves, well, it's still going to keep track of your profit from wherever your entry price is. So once you have your entry in here and your allotment, we are going to keep track of the dollar amount that you're in profit or loss, as well as the percentage. But here's where this gets really, really cool. We're going to actually issue you alerts on the website. So this is staying just strictly on the website, okay? We're going to issue guys alerts when this trade goes 3, 8, 15, 20, 35, 50, 65, 80, and 100% in profit. We're going to do that for you guys. Quick side note here, we cannot keep track and calculate and exchange fees for the trade because we just have no idea of how to do that because every exchange uses different fees and different tiered models for pricing. So we're going to give you guys the entry price that you enter in, and we're going to tell you when the price increases to these thresholds, and we're going to give you guys an alert. But we didn't stop there. We said, how do we incorporate risk management alerts? You guys need to know when this Solana trade, when the price drops down into concern, when it goes to fear, when it goes to max fear. So we set up alerts that you guys will see pop up here that will tell you when Solana, if it goes down, enters into concern. And when that happens, you can choose to enter in the other $1,250, put in the exact price, and listen to this. We are going to recalculate your break-even entry based off your first entry and your second entry, find your break even, as well as reset your alerts. So you will now get alerts again for 3% all the way to 100% based on your new break even entry. You're not doing any of that hard lifting anymore. We are handling all of the meticulous work that goes into finding the best crypto signals as well as the risk management. You guys just have to place the trade on your end. Okay? So we think this is pretty neat, but we thought, you know what, how can we make this even more cool? So when you guys are in a trade, and let's say you're in Solana and you close this trade, if you close this trade right down here, you guys actually get your own performance dashboard where you can look at your performance. Now, I gotta be careful when I say this. I don't wanna make this turn into a video game for anybody, but I kind of think it sounds fun to be able to come in here, get the best signals on crypto that we can find, have good risk management, and kind of make it a game for yourself to see how many trades you can win versus your losses. And we keep track of all that for you, because why not? That tells you if you're being successful right there. And all of that is done for you. Okay? Let me go to this part. When we were developing this, I was like, you know what? I was talking to the team. I was like, we got to have some way that we can tell people, like, why should they even believe that this is a good software to use? Well, we came in with AI and we had it actually pull verified trades of when price entered into the max fear zone as well as where price ended up at the peak. Check this out. Solana was called out with a max fear signal on November 21st, 2022. It ended January 19th, 2025 for 2,400%. XRP 900%, Bitcoin over 600, BTC again over 300, and then we've got Ethereum over 200, SHIB over 300%. We chose a small, we could do hundreds of these trades, but a handful, I guess you could say, enough to show you guys statistical proof that when coins enter into the max fear and fear section, historically, there seems to be an incredible track record that usually marks or is very close to the bottom of that cycle before it starts pumping. Look at this, for example. The fear zone. Cody, guys, it entered fear. It didn't even hit max fear. And it went 578% from August 16th, 23 to February 26th, 24. Not even that long of a time. Remember, these are longer trades. But are you okay holding longer if you're going to make 500 to 600%? Okay. Now, I put down concern here, and I want to make this very clear. Just because a coin is not in max fear or fear, there have been coins in concern. For example, Solana on June 14th, 23 to January 20th, 2025, it went up 1,900%. So just because, I'm gonna close this down here for just 1 second. I'll move this back up here. Just because you see a coin that's in concern or caution, guys, that doesn't mean that those coins can't do incredibly well in the next 3 or 4 months. They can. We just let you guys have extra risk management to set this up in case the market drops. Again, we're not taking a prideful approach. Let the market drop. We've got money there to enter the market if we hit a new zone. Okay, so this is the market cycle highs and lows dashboard, and we are just absolutely thrilled to be using this. And this is a true statistic as well. And I'll wrap this up and I'll go to the next dashboard here. This has called multiple 50% moves in 24 hours after coins have reached fear and max fear. If I'm being dead honest with you guys, I wanted to be truthfully, like I need to be legal on this. We have actually seen coins go over 100% within 24 hours when they entered max fear and fear sections. So the historical record here says, okay, we know from verified trades, when we see coins in fear and max fear, you need to be paying attention. There is a possibility that it is marked the exact low of the market. Now, real quick before I move on, what if there was a coin in max fear? Check this out. Let's say OP. What we've done for you guys is we said, okay, we're going to take an unarrogant approach because it is possible that the indicator says max fear is at the bottom and that's not the bottom. Like, has anybody been through a Luna crash before? Has anybody been through the FTX collapse before? We all know that the market is unpredictable. Let's make that very clear. So what we've done here for you guys is we've actually allowed you to come into the market, and we've set this 80% in the market based off of fear, max fear, and then we're actually reserving another 20% for when the market drops an extra 20% from here. Okay, so we're saying even if the market goes down to max fear, we understand there's a possibility that it could go lower. So for risk management wise, I've decided to code this with an extra 20% reserve for a 20% drop. And again, you can say, I took this trade. We will keep track of all of your take profits as well as issue an alert, not when it drops the zone, when it goes down 20%, so you can choose to enter the extra amount. Do you guys see what we've done here? We've tried to take all the heavy lifting and the hard decision making out of cryptocurrency. Please understand, like, everyone's responsible for the own trades that you guys place yourselves. But when we looked at the data, we said we cannot find an indicator if we're trying to time the exact cycle bottoms or the tops of cryptocurrency. There is nothing better than the market cycle highs and lows. Okay. And then when we ran the historical records as well, we're like, okay, game over. We know this is going to be amazing and people are going to love it. We got to code this for everyone. And then you have alerts for zone changes as well as profits. All you're doing once you take a trade here is you're checking the alerts. And once you get an alert, like we have on POL, which is up, by the way, 20% from the entry, you guys can simply just close this trade and you can add it into your performance record. And congratulations, you're up literally 20% since that call. And we had a spike that moved up. The alert went off and we moved back down to 8.51% because it was a spike up and moved down. But it's going to give you guys these alerts. Once you come in here and you close this, you then make room for more alerts. Okay, so it is a complete system to get you into rock bottom cryptos with price targets, with alerts, the percentage targets, as well as risk management done for you guys. Here's something else that's cool before I move on. At the top of the page, you guys don't need to scroll down to see if you have alerts. We're actually going to give you guys this little icon here to tell you how many alerts you have on your dashboard. So if you don't see any alerts, you don't have any alerts. But if you see one, click it and it'll actually bring you down to that dashboard. So let's do that real quick for fun. Click Pro Trade Manager and let's talk about the next section. Now remember what I said in the beginning, guys. The top dashboard, this is a full trading strategy in and of itself. Now, this is a trading strategy in and of itself as well. Again, watch the trading guide. We will show you exactly the accuracy of this indicator that we coded that gives you the signals here with this video here. I don't have not enough time to go through all this. You guys can watch this, okay? But let me get to this point. You're already warmed up of how to use the top dashboard. Here's how you use this one. When you guys click on one of these, and let's say you wake up in Monday morning and one of these has a buy signal on it. And let's say Bitcoin had a buy signal. Go ahead and click Bitcoin. Click Set Up Trade. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There's no signal on it right now. Duh, we can't do that. Here's what we're going to be able to do. You guys are actually going to be able to come in here and you're going to be able to set up different buy limits. So I'm going to show you guys an advanced feature here because just to be truthfully honest, and this is going to happen some mornings, we don't have any buy signals or sell signals on this chart. But let me show you guys what this looks like if it were to have a buy signal, okay? As well as I'm going to show you guys something else. When you guys have a buy signal on a coin, it's going to pop up and it's going to say, here is your market entry, as well as here are 3 different options for buy limits in the market. Okay, I'm going to show that to you right now. The side point to this is if you guys have the indicator, the actual indicator of the Pro Trade Manager, we thought, you know what, you guys have spent a decent amount of money on that. And because we're only pulling the top 40 coins, we got to give you guys a way to be able to access thousands of coins and still be able to use the ability of the risk management tracking and profit tracking. So check this out. When you come in here, you guys can actually set up a custom coin. So I know we list this, but we're going to kind of rig the system here and we're going to pretend there's a buy signal on Bitcoin today, okay? Just for fun. So let's type in BTC and let's say we want to get into Bitcoin. What you guys are going to be able to do is it's going to come in here and it's going to show you guys how much you can enter in as a market order where the current price is, and it's going to give you guys buy limits. So let me explain this real quick. This is very simple. The strategy that we are using right now to date, where we have won 314 wins and 0 losses, here's how this works. We enter into the market at an entry point, basically where the buy signal goes off. And then we used a set percentage drop in the market for buy limit 1, for buy limit 2, and buy limit 3. They are percentages that the market drops to reach these levels. Once these levels are hit, which is an 18% drop from the current price, a 36% drop, and a 68% drop from current price, these are automatically going to get hit in your exchange. But here's what we did for you guys. We said, come in here with a buy signal, and we're going to actually handle all this risk management for you. So for example, let's get back to this point here. Let's say there's a buy signal on Bitcoin. You pop this open and you say, I have actually a little bit more money here. Let's say you've got, that's a little bit too much. Let's go $10,000 that you guys want to place into this trade. What it's going to do is it's going to take it and it's going to give you equal portions at a buy limit, a current market order, buy limit 1, buy limit 2, and buy limit 3. Now, if you're like, I don't want to use 3 buy limits. I think the bottom of the market is in. I only want to use 2. That's okay. We will restructure your risk management here. All you've got to do now is enter into the exchange at the current price just $3,333 or 33.33% of the allotment. Once you do that, click Start Tracking. Now watch what happens under Start Tracking, which can be found under the My Trades. Click My Trades right here, and you guys will see Bitcoin showing up. This is going to blow you guys away. If you guys are with us before, if you guys have ever traded, you guys know there's one huge problem with using buy limits. Do you guys know what it is? It is so stinking difficult to calculate your break-even entry. If you enter Bitcoin and your first buy limit gets hit, you're like, how do I know when I'm getting back in profit? We did all the heavy lifting for you. What we've done here is we've said, okay, here's your entry. Here's the amount that you put in as a market order, 3,333, and we are now going to give you an alert when Bitcoin moves down and goes below buy limit 1 to say that this buy limit has been executed on the exchange. You guys can double check it on your exchange, but when it drops below this price, you will get an alert. What we are going to do for you is take the allotment that you put at that price, $3,333, and you are going to find a new break-even entry for this trade here. And we are going to actually issue you guys new profit alerts based off your break-even entry. So let's say Bitcoin goes down and it hits your buy limit 2. The hard part is, where is my new break-even entry? The system will calculate that based off how much money you put in at each price. And once a buy limit has been hit, the new break-even entry will be found, and we will start issuing you alerts again for when that trade, again, guys, is 3, 8, 15, 20, 35, 50, 65, 80, and 100% in profit. Okay? Profit alerts, as well as when price moves down to your buy limits, you guys will get alerted about. I'm a broken record, I know. But what the system does is it finds, to its best ability, the best buy signals possible. And then when you enter in, we take care of all the risk management. That's how this system is designed. Okay? And again, because we know performance records are fun, and if you want to turn something into a game, it just makes life a little bit more fun. If you click Close Trade, which I've done this on a couple here, we will keep track of your profit. And I've even got a loss in this. These aren't real trades that we've taken. This is a demo here. But we've shown you guys what it looks like to take a $1.97 loss, what it looks like to take a $4, $3, $6 win. Okay, I want to say something real quick, guys. If you're watching this and you're like, man, like this is really awesome, can I get more tutorials on this? We are going to be using this in the membership at tradeconfident.io. I'm going to actually be putting my own money into these trades and showing you guys how to use this. So if you guys, obviously you guys have a membership if you're in this portal right now, but I'm actually going to be using the money that I have to place trades and walk you guys through how this whole system works, to hold your guys' hand. So you're not just getting a tutorial video here and you're saying, good luck. No, when you guys join tradeconfident.io, we do videos every Tuesday and Friday called Future Forecast. I'm going to be using this system for my trades. And on that topic, let's go to the third section here. This is actually going to show you guys, and if I'm being really honest, guys, this is actually my current portfolio. So I'm going to turn privacy mode off for just 1 second. I know some people probably saw some things there. But what we allowed for section 3 here is to allow you guys to actually enter trades if you want to trade them based off, let's just say you bought Bitcoin and you wanted to come in and you're like, I bought Bitcoin today, so go BTC and come in here and say, I bought Bitcoin. What is your break-even entry and how much did you invest? So let me slow this down for a second. Some of you guys are going to use this where you're just using the 2 top dashboards for those entries and exits. Those are trading strategies. The portfolio, like I said before, you can take Kraken, Coinbase, Ledger, KuCoin, anything that you're using, guys. You calculate your break-even entry based off the exchanges you're using, and you say how much I have invested. So let's say, for example, I know for a fact that at $75,000, that's my break-even entry on Bitcoin. And at that place, I have $10,000 here. When you start tracking this, it's actually going to start tracking this for you in your portfolio. And then it's going to, I know, shocker, right? Yet again, it's going to give you an alert for 3%, 8%, 15, 20, and so on and so forth. So if you guys want to use this just to track your own portfolio of how much you own of each coin and how much you are up or how much you're in a loss for coins, you guys can now track this on the portfolio section. We think this is just really awesome, as well as you guys can actually track your cash. So what I personally use this for is I track all of my cryptocurrency as well as I track my gold and silver with KAG as well as PAXG. And it gives me an understanding of what does my whole portfolio look like in the realm of investment between gold and silver and cryptocurrency. I now have that. And I've got the ability, if I want to come in here and say, let's say I wanted to come down, let's pick something like algo, and I wanted to buy more algo. I can just click buy more. So you guys don't want to use the buy signals or anything on the top two strategies. And you're like, I just want to take trades when I want to take trades. We've thought of you. Go ahead and enter your break-even entry. We will calculate your profit with how many units you have. And let's say you just wanted to buy algo today. You're like, I want to come in here and I want to buy another $1,000 worth of algo, and I want to buy it at the current price. You can click an entry, and we will update for you how much you have, your total units of algo. And we will then again issue you alerts when profit is found on those trades. This whole system, guys, is about finding the best entries in the market and then giving you guys alerts on the website to tell you when there's profit so you can just stay focused on taking profit. Find a good trade setup, set it up, walk away from the computer, go to the gym, go play with your family, go do whatever you guys want to do. The risk management is handled, and all you have to do is come back and wait for profit alerts, and you guys can close the trade and profit. And then we're going to track all your progress for you, because yet again, all trades here are going to be tracked in the top performance section as well. Every possible place where you could place a trade, you will be able to see your personal ledger. We just think this is absolutely awesome. And I really hope you guys think that as well. Okay, a couple little tidbits here, and I want to move on to the next section here, and then we'll wrap it up right after that. If you got if you're like me, I'm like, man, I sometimes just want to know. I want to know, for example, let's say, what's the current price? Current price is 13 cents. So let's say we come in here and we set an alert, and like, I want to set an alert when algo hits, we're gonna be aggressive here, 50 cents. That's fine, be aggressive. I'd want to know when it hits 50 cents too. Do you guys see this now? It's now tracking in the back end on the platform. When algo hits 50 cents, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get an alert right here to the right side. As well, it's going to pop up right here. Remember, every time you set an alert on any of these three dashboards, we're going to show it to you at the top so you don't have to scroll down and find it. Everything is actionable at the top of the website, and just click on it and it'll just take you all the way down to the section you need to be in. We just think this is so awesome. Okay. All right. Let me go down to the last section here, and I'll maybe show you guys a couple Easter eggs we threw in here on top of this just to make this fun at the end here. Okay. AI market analysis, guys. Who has time to watch 3, 4, 5 hours of YouTube videos, but you want to understand what the top analysts on YouTube are saying? Well, we've got you covered, because I needed this myself. I've got 3 kids. I don't have time to be watching all these videos. Here's what we've done. In our opinion, we've taken the top, and we can add more here, 8 to 10 analysts on YouTube that talk about cryptocurrency and altcoins. What our AI does is it actually looks for when these channels upload new videos. We take the transcripts of all these videos at the same time, and we give what's called a market summary of the current market status, where they believe we're headed, the risks to watch out for, actionable takeaways, as well as the market sentiment on the coins that are talked about. This doesn't show it here. We have hot topics in here too. So if there's anything about a war that's talked about, ISO 20022, if we talk about some political terms, halving events, we're actually having our AI find trigger words that mean, like, if we, like, let's say reverse carry trade. Okay, if the reverse carry trade plays out and it's talked about, we're actually going to have it find those words and give you guys an update on what they're saying about hot topics in the market. And then overall, you're going to get a mixed signal currently of the overall market sentiment, but you're going to be able to understand, what do the top analysts on YouTube right now, what do they think about cryptocurrency without having to watch 4, 5, 6 hours worth of videos? We just think this is kind of cool. And if you guys want to watch this still, you can still click this and it will pop up on the bottom right side here, and you can still be going through your analysis, doing whatever you want to do, and watch this. I do this all the time. So it's not a one-stop shop to say, like, you're going to get everything that each individual is saying, but we think it's a good summary of what all the top analysts, in our opinion, are saying about the cryptocurrency market. Okay? Last but not least, guys, I'm a believer myself. You guys know the Lord is a huge part of my life. I believe he gave me Trade Confident to teach people really good risk management. So this is kind of just my own like personal touch to the website, is we have come in here and a new Bible verse about wisdom. It can be about money. It can be about stewardship. It can be about life. A new Bible verse about wisdom is going to show up every single day of the year. And we're also going to have a prayer with it at the bottom here. I try to keep devotionals in my life, and I like to keep the Lord number one in my life. So as I'm trading here, I can have a little bit of a moment of a devotional. And what we did for traders is, we know traders, they have a mindset where they want ROI. You want to know what the greatest ROI, like kind of in my opinion, is to learn wisdom that's talked about in the Word. So we structured this not to have like Song of Solomon in here or anything like that. It's like we just gave all verses that have to do with wisdom. So you're gaining knowledge and wisdom as you're actually learning knowledge and wisdom in the cryptocurrency market. And we thought that was kind of cool. Okay, guys, at this point, if you have any questions, please feel free to email us, betradconfident@gmail.com, or just watch me every Tuesday and Friday as I interact with this dashboard and show you guys how to take trades, how I'm going to be taking trades on it. But before I leave here and wrap this up, I want to show you guys a couple Easter eggs. This calculator over here, you guys can use it for anything. We wanted to create a break-even calculator for people in stocks, cryptos, Forex, anything, indices, commodities, doesn't matter. You guys can now find your break-even entry with a break-even calculator. Secondly, we created for you guys what is called a trading journal. And what I've got populated in here are all the tasks that I need to do before we launch this whole website to the public. But you can come in here and actually keep track of things you want to do. Let's say you're like, I want to buy XRP on Tuesday. All right, you can put that in your trading journal. It's a trading journal that keeps track just for you on your logged in email address for tasks that you want to accomplish. Now, if you guys click this, check this out. We thought, you know what, as people are going through this, sometimes people like to go through and they like to just mock up what a chart looks like. And you're like, well, what if I want to trade XRP? Come in here. We've integrated TradingView with this platform, and you guys can come in and choose XRP, and you guys can do a bunch of fun stuff here. You can draw supports in here, and you basically just have literally, you have a full TradingView chart at your disposal to do whatever you want with. And if you guys are like me, I'll probably be using this more than anybody else. But if you guys like whiteboarding out your ideas, we have a whiteboard here for you as well that you can whiteboard your ideas on. So we thought that was just kind of cool. But overall, guys, what we have built here and what we think you guys will find the greatest is that we have scoured the market. We have spent years trying to find the best indicators and approach to timing the bottoms of cryptocurrency. And I think we found it. As I wrap up, guys, if you want to time the bottom of altcoins and cryptocurrencies, market cycle highs and lows, look for fear and max fear, and look at the risk management we're showing you guys. If you want to get quick in and out entries into the market, look for the Pro Trade Manager. I didn't go over this, but I'll show you guys real quick. We ran the back test statistics on this on 22,000 analyzed signals. When you get a buy signal on this dashboard, within 30 days, there's an average profit of about 3.27%. In 60 days, 8%, 90 days, 15%, and in 120 days, 23%. Now, listen, we're not guaranteeing that every trade is going to do this. Like, please understand that. There are trades that you can get into, and they're going to be minus 30% within 60 days. It just happens sometimes. But with the signals we analyze through AI, guys, it's 22,000 signals analyzed that when a buy signal comes up, they're pretty stinking accurate. Again, we are not guaranteeing profit to anybody who uses this platform. There's no guarantee. In fact, cryptocurrency, there's a higher chance you lose all of your money in crypto. But I think that this platform does a very good job of using hard statistical data of how to structure risk management, as well as indicators that have a track record of a proven tracker with verified trades, that these are probably going to be some of the best trades you ever take in your life in cryptocurrency. And with the ability to have alerts whenever you're in profit, as well as when zones change, and to handle risk management for you, we think this is going to absolutely revolutionize the cryptocurrency trading space. And it will change your personal life. Like we said, for greater profits is the aim, as well as more peace in your life by using good risk management. All right, guys, I love you. God bless you. If you have any questions, email in at betradeconfident@gmail.com. And I'm also going to be going through and using this dashboard on my live account balance Tuesday and Friday within the membership at tradeconfident.io. Grab a membership at tradeconfident.io. You guys will get access to this portal. Last but not least, I'll say this to the end here. We do have some caps on this. If you guys want to trade up to 5 coins on the market cycle highs and lows, you guys get to do that for free with the Trade Confident membership. 5 coins on Pro Trade Manager. Guys, if you're trading more than 5 coins on each of these, that's kind of a lot to manage, although we can handle that. Like, if you're a serious day trader, we do have an upgrade premium option that you guys can subscribe to. It's not much per month at all, but those are for like the really heavy lifters who are like running 30 trades at a time, okay? So 5 trades, as well as 5 trades tracked on the portfolio, we're giving you guys free with the membership. If you want to update this and really just use the full expanse of the whole website, which few people will, it's kind of a lot, but if you want that, we have that opportunity there for you guys as well. All right, guys, enjoy. TradeConfident.io. Log in, the button's on the front page. Start looking at trade setups. Enter in if you would like, and we're going to start issuing you profit alerts. Have a good one. God bless, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.